What's going on, y'all? It's your girl Eve. I'm back, and today we're going to finish up these wall panels. We're going to get that insulation in and also start on putting in the poly wall. So stay tuned and watch as we continue this trailer run.
Okay, so we were able to get the insulation just about completed. The only place that we left the insulation open was where Nick is still working on putting up the converter and fuse box and all that. So we didn't want to close that area up. But we got it all finished in like an hour and a half, so that was good because it is 99 degrees outside right now. Oh, rumble strip, hold on. It's 99 degrees outside, and it's 11:59, so we wanted to hurry up and get up there, get it done, and get back home. The boy is it. He's still scratching. You still itchy, babe? Oh. The boy didn't wear no long sleeve shirt. Tried to advise the boy you need to have on a long sleeve shirt. He ain't put no shirt on. Now his arms is itchy. He keeps scratching his head. You on the struggle bus right now, babe. So anyway, when we get home,
I can't stop. Like, I just can't stop.
That poor thing. So when we get home, we're gonna do some prep paint. We have all of the window panes out of the trailer, and they're at home, so we're gonna go ahead and spray paint those down, and then I think we're gonna be done for the day. We're only gonna do a couple days because it's getting hot, so we're only gonna be able to do like a couple hours each day. Or we need to get up a little earlier so we get more hours done. So probably tomorrow I'll get up at 6 o'clock or something like that and get started. But after this is putting up the wall panels. I'm excited about that because once those white wall panels go up, it'll really start coming together and looking very clean and homely in there. So I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully we'll be able to get that started tomorrow. Stay tuned. Good morning, y'all. It's 5:45 a.m. The sun is coming up. It's actually decently cool out here right now. So I'm gonna try and get as much as we can get done today. Haven't decided yet if it's gonna be a put up a wall day or if it's gonna be a paint a ceiling day. Either way, I'm not trying to do neither one of those when it's hot as hell. So I don't know. I'm on my way to Walmart right now so that I can get the screws that I need in order to put up the poly wall. And I might just go ahead and get paint while I'm there. I just need to get a little cheap primer paint to put on top of the to put on the ceilings and primer. So I'll go ahead and get that right now, and then I'll come back and decide whether or not I'm gonna get this poly wall. It's almost 6, so I want to be over at the trailer and getting started work by no later than like 6:30, 6:45. So we'll see how that goes. Little bit annoyed, y'all. 6 o'clock. I'm at Walmart. Can't go in. I'm not old enough. They have senior hours until 7. I want to cuss. I want to cuss. I don't have time for this. Like, I literally don't have time. By the time the sun gets up at like 7, like, I just don't want to waste that hour. So now I have to decide what can I get accomplished. I'm gonna have to go home and see what kind of nails we have. What kind of screws we have. Because we have some, but I wanted to get a certain one. But I'm not about to waste an hour. It gets too hot too fast for me to waste an hour waiting for Walmart. Waiting for senior citizens to stop shopping at Walmart. Like, I'm not about to do it. So, let me go home, regroup, find some screws in my toolbox, and get to work. Okay, so we were able to make it out here to the trailer just before 7. The sun is already high in the sky because Arizona don't play with its sunshine. So we're gonna go ahead and get as much of this panel work done today as we can. I'm excited. I was actually able to find screws and everything that I needed in the toolbox, so I didn't need to worry about what Walmart was doing or not doing. And I couldn't find my paint kit, so we're not painting today, but I'm excited to get the walls up, so let's get started. Harder to put up than we thought because the poly wall is so like flimsy. I'm seeing now why the riveting is like every 2 inches or something like that, like on the ceiling. I'm understanding now why they did so many of them, is because this wall is really hard to keep flat, especially with the insulation being a little bit fluffy. So where I thought we were going to be able to just kind of, you know, tack it up here and there, nah fam, nah. So yeah, so that's what it's looking like right now. See, so I'm gonna have to go back. We only tacked up the first like 2 feet. The rest of it's just sitting there. It's not actually attached to the wall. But I'm gonna have to go in and like take my time and like inch along and put screws in, you know, at like the top, like every 2 inches or so, in order to make sure that this is laying flat like it needs to, and that we get all of the bubbles out of the wall. Be careful with that, babe. And that's gonna take some time, but luckily it's only 8:30. It's about 80 degrees right now. We still got a little breeze, so we're okay. We're gonna work on this for like another hour, and then we're out of here for the day. Okay, this is a lot harder than we thought. So we were putting our little screws in, you see, along there and at the bottom. But it was so labor intensive that after all that time, this is all we got done. But, you know, little by little, we'll get it done. So that has been the wall saga. We got the insulation in. We got the first poly wall panel up. First things first, I'm really actually glad that we did the poly wall panels because where our trailer is sitting, it's a little bit difficult to access the door. So having the poly wall panels was good because we were able to kind of, you know, get around where we need to get in and get the materials into the trailer without bringing the trailer all the way back home first. Which is a hassle because we're only allowed to have the trailer here for 12 hours at a time. And ain't nobody about to be taking this trailer back and forth. Thanks to the HOA Gestapo. Renovating while black. Anyway, yeah, it was nice to be able to have them and be very flexible. I think if we would have done plywood panels or birch or something like that, I think that would have been an incredibly difficult process, just loading the materials into the truck, out of the truck, and then into the trailer. So the poly wall was actually good. I think going forward, I'm not going to try and use such large pieces of the poly wall. For aesthetic reasons, I wanted to use as much of a continuous piece as possible so that I wouldn't have to also buy the little trim pieces to join them together. But in handling them, I think doing smaller pieces is going to be a better bet, just to make sure that there's no bubbling in the wall and to make sure that it doesn't inadvertently become crooked. So one of the things that I noticed is that the area that we did was fine, but then towards the end of the area, I think the poly wall was sagging a little bit because I could tell that it was hitting the floor more than at the beginning of the wall. I had left like an 1/8 of an inch or maybe 1/4 of an inch space towards the bottom of the floor when I first got started, but towards the end of the wall into the curve, I noticed that it was actually sitting on the floor, which can be adjusted if I just cut the damn piece and just slide it up. Little 1/8 of an inch. So I think over there by the outlet, I'll end up just going ahead and cutting it and readjusting it to make sure. And then we'll of course trim, you know, the bottom so it's neither here nor there. But that's where we are with the walls. And so I think this wall saga is gonna go on for some days because, like I said, it's incredibly labor intensive. We may even do, no, I can't do a nail gun. I was gonna say maybe we'll do a nail gun, but the nail heads are not gonna be wide enough, I think, in order to hold the poly wall onto the wall properly. So it has to be screws or rivets, and we don't have a rivet gun. So we're gonna have to figure something out. The directions on the poly wall actually say to use liquid nail, but I would think that that would be even harder to keep flat while the liquid nail cures. I don't know, we'll play with that idea. They didn't have liquid nail at Ace anyway. Our Ace is kind of janky. Like, I think they figure, you know, y'all are a small town, y'all don't really need all of that. So anyway, maybe we'll do liquid nail, but for right now, we're just gonna stick with the screws, and I'll show you the walls in another video when we're done. Stick with us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching this journey, and I look forward to showing y'all the big reveal at the end, honestly. This has been a lot of work. This better be a good flip. Y'all, be intentional about your goals, your dreams, what you're doing. Make your money, find opportunities, and do what you love. Have a good one.